Right, guys, what's up? You weren't expecting that, were you? So, okay, guys, welcome to another freaking video. Again, I have been enjoying these sit down kind of videos, so that's why I'm going to be following ahead and making another video of the same sort. Hopefully, you liked this previous one. I'm going to be going ahead and making this a thing now, basically. So, yeah, so again, I'm going to be using the notes. Hopefully you guys won't mind me reading out the notes. I actually go ahead and script my videos from word to word. As you guys can see, this is the entire video which I have planned for this shutdown right now. So yeah, let's get into the video. So basically I want to talk about 5 years ago I was living in my parents' apartment for the fact, and I had definitely finished the 12th grade at the moment. I was thinking about going to college, or maybe what I wanted to do in college, what I actually wanted to become in life, which is a really vast kind of situation that you want to be figuring out, because people still are figuring out their lives even at the age of 50s and 60s. So what are we? We are like, we like in kids, man. We're like kids if we compare ourselves to them. But again, they would definitely have more experience, and if you want to gain experience, you gotta start somewhere, man. So that's just the fact that you gotta be taking in and actually going ahead and doubling down on. So you got to make sure that you have a lot of experience in different situations or different career paths, which is going to help you get more exposure in life as well. Or maybe it's in general, right? Back to the story. I was back at that time, I was thinking what I wanted to do in my life, and I've always wanted to be in the entrepreneurship, or an influential kind of personality from back, like when I was 17, which was in 2018. Yeah. So 2017, 18, I actually thought of really freaking many, business ideas that I could work on in order to, achieve that level of influence on social media, basically. But I didn't have the confidence to work on myself in terms of, building these small habits that really help you, achieve that end goal, or maybe help you get to the level that you actually want to actually want to go to. So I thought about those really for a really long time, and then I went ahead and hopped on LinkedIn, got a 9 to 5 job, which I am currently still pursuing. Yeah, guys, in this video we're going to be talking about 7 basic habits that you guys can incorporate, or maybe you guys can definitely think of doubling down on, because it's going to be helping you to achieve a certain level of success, or maybe it could be a start to some journey, right? You got to start somewhere, man. If you want to get to a specific kind of journey, you have to have some kind of habits, or maybe some kind of skill in order to double down on them, and then practice them daily and follow the quote that I mentioned in the previous video, that is practicing a specific activity or a skill for about 10,000 hours will get you to proficiency in that specific skill. So that's what we're going to be targeting. We want to make sure that we follow and build up on those habits, and it's going to be helping you change your life entirely, and it will help you bring more discipline to your life, and muscle and mind and body control. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So if you're on a self-improvement journey with me, or on your own self-improvement journey, still this video is for you, and it's going to be really helpful to you. First point in your self-development habit: wake up early. Another thing to add: wake up early without your phone. How hard could it be, right? I used to think of it in that way as well, but that actually broke my confidence because I could never wake up without a phone. I always had to have a phone when I wake up, to the Instagram reels, and get that specific satisfaction for a moment, and then depression for the rest of the day, that what the fuck, my day has been really messy, because again it tends to your phone tends to do that, because when you wake up and consume all that entertaining content in your brain starts to fuck up, basically. It's gonna start, thinking of everything and anything at any time. Like you're taking a shower and you see a baby playing, and that really keeps on striking in your mind, and it really fucks up your entire day, because your day will be messy and everywhere, like all over the place throughout the entire day. And I have actually been through that. Start journaling your mornings. So you want to be able to, become, or gain control of your life, right? So what you want to do is wake up, leave your phone aside, think about your thoughts, process the entire thoughts, because you have a really bad habit. Your brain has a really bad habit to process a specific kind of situation, and generate possible outcomes for it. And you know if you don't process them through entirely, it's gonna be, something's missing, right? It must have happened to you, most of you guys. If it did, drop it down in the comments below. So definitely you want to go ahead and think about your processed thoughts, and let the story play in your mind entirely, and then once it's over, it's going to be out of your brain, like maybe like 6 seconds. I don't know what that is, but yeah, 6 seconds. Process your thoughts. When you wake up, go ahead and journal. Open the notes app. Then on that's the time when you can access your phone for about 5-10 minutes. Go ahead, open the notes. Actually go ahead and write down the entire prediction of your day, how your day would look like for you. Wake up, 15 minutes workout, okay, done. Make breakfast, take a shower, dress, get to work. At least 6 audits done by 3 hours into the shift. Audits are done before 2 and your shift ends at 4. So you have 2 hours in order to, give them feedbacks, right? So once you go ahead and journal your entire day this way, it's gonna help you, get more control of your life, and you're gonna be thinking that, you have predicted the entire day already in the beginning, right? So that's exactly what's gonna happen. You have to go ahead and process it in that way, so that you will be able to understand where your life is actually going, or where you are actually going. We'll be moving on to the second point, which would be daily movement. The first journaling point that we mentioned is 15 minutes of workout, right? We're gonna go ahead and do at least 15 minutes of anything: jumping jacks, monkey bars, or maybe push-ups, pull-ups, or maybe mountain climbers. You can do plank. There are like so many things, but make sure you do at least for 15 minutes a day, because that's gonna help you, freshen up your mood, and make you feel more, enthusiastic, or maybe more energized. So that's the kind of feeling that we're going for here, because it's going to be helping you guys stay fresh the entire day. And you don't need to go ahead and do 15 minutes or maybe 1 hour of gym. Again, definitely that you would want to be incorporating at the end of the day, but make sure that you achieve it at least in, like, once you're consistent enough for 15 minutes, because you don't want to be going ahead and buying a membership, and then you not being able to keep up with the days that you want to go hit the gym. And that's going to really fuck up your mind, because it did fuck up my mind as well, right? Number 3 would be tracking your progress and celebrating those small wins. What I mean by this is, basically, you want to be setting a weekly goal that these are the tasks that I want to be doing every day for this entire week, right? You're going to be making sure that you follow the journaling that you've made for that day, and you do it for 7 days straight. You want to, at the end of this week, you will be feeling that this entire week was planned by you, which is something that is a progress, right? We have planned the entire week, and we have gone through it according to my plan. So that's what exactly we want to be chasing. So what this is going to be helping you is plan out your day more often, and it's going to help you schedule and organize the things, or maybe organize your life in general. So it's a really good practice to do. And celebrate those small wins, guys, because small happiness is really important for your success, right? But you don't want to go ahead and flow in that fucking happiness. Make sure that happiness stays to one specific night, or maybe one entire day, but make sure it's limited, right? Because you want to be making sure that that specific situation, or that that scenario ends at certain point, and you got to get up your ass and work. Let's move on to number 4. Read 10 pages of a book a day. Make sure to go ahead and pick up any book that you feel like, right? Go ahead and read at least 10 pages a day, because that's going to be helping you with the daily vocabulary that you use. It's going to help you in terms of communication part. It's going to help you strike random conversations with strangers, and you're gonna be, very surprised that people actually want to talk to you. Also reduces the time of the scroll. Again, reading is a really good habit, guys. It has helped me stop the scrolling throughout the entire day, and you know at a specific time in general. I can control myself in terms of scrolling those, going through those Instagram reels, because I have been struggling to making reels myself, let's face it, right? Point number 5 is planning the night before. So what you want to do is, again, you see how this controlling circle is going around. So you want to make sure that when you wake up, you have to make sure that you document each and everything that you're going to be doing, or maybe journaling the entire day, so that you have a control of your life, right? So what you want to be doing, how would you plan the entire day, right? By thinking about it last night, right? You see the fucking, no, no, oh, okay. So you want to be going ahead and planning the night before what you want to be doing in the morning, right? If you want to be making sure that you wake up before without your phone, you gotta plan ahead, man. You gotta plan the night before that. I want to wake up tomorrow without my phone, so I'm going to keep it right there, keep it unaccessible, or maybe keep a screen time on it for this time, so that when I wake up, I don't go ahead and use my phone. Rather, instead, I go ahead and open the notes app, journal the entire day. Again, you want to be controlling the entire situation, right? So you got to make sure that you plan the night before about how your day is going to be looking like. It's going to be really helping you in terms of dressing your outfits, guys, before you're going to work. It's going to help you dress your outfits the night before, so that you're prepared for the entire day. You can go ahead and control the entire vibe and the entire vibe of the day by just understanding on what you want to be wearing the next day. Again, really big point, guys. Okay, so planning the night before, I believe that point's clear. Let's move on to point number 6, and the most important one, which would be controlling your screen time. Again, I told you this is a really important point, guys. Unless you are going ahead and creating content with your phone, that's totally fine, but make sure that you do something productive, even in case if you are using a phone. Don't do anything unproductive, like scrolling the reels, rather than it's going to be really fucking up your mind in terms of just watching how their life is going, rather than understanding and thinking about their making content. They're content creators, right? So that's their job, to go ahead and make content. If you're really really that much into the screen thingy, then go ahead and start making content. It's going to help you be more productive. It's going to help you to grow to the next level that you actually wanted to go at. Be intentional with your time, guys, because if you intentionally spend time into a specific thing, it's going to help you gain more clarity and focus. That's what we are targeting with this entire 7-step or 7-habit exercise that you want to be following. Or maybe switch things up, man. Make sure you follow these 7 habits, and then go ahead, once you understood and you're confident enough that you've gained control over these 7 habits, go ahead and include another habit, or maybe replace some kind of habit. Let's move on to point number 7: be around the right people. What this is going to be doing is it's going to help you think more straight. It's going to be keeping you in front of the people that are more realistic, more practical, right? They're gonna show you the mirror to your face. If there is something that you're lacking, they're gonna come up and say right to your face. So they're gonna go ahead and keep it real with you guys. Keep it real, right? So whatever you're gonna be making sure that you are lacking, they're gonna be going ahead and telling you guys to your face, which is gonna be motivating you. Like, this person has said that I do this, that does not look good on me. So how am I going to be improving myself on that? So that's when it clicks, right? There's a specific person that you don't want to upset, or maybe it's like a general friendship rule that you have to understand the boundaries, right? You have to make sure that you do not cross the boundary to jeopardize the entire friendship, right? So that's something that is going to be helping you in terms of self-improvement, guys. So yeah, with that being said, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, comment down below what the videos you guys would like me to make, and how these videos are actually helping you. It's totally fine that if you won't be able to you can't work on 7 habits at once. Go ahead, take one step, incorporate one habit, and then go ahead in the next week, go ahead and add second habit, and then follow those 2. Let's see how much coordination you guys can make up, right? That's what we are targeting, step by step. We're starting somewhere, right? We're at least taking one step forward. That's progress. Go ahead, life's all about one, two, three, four, and those kind of steps, right? You gotta go ahead and make sure you take those steps. Peace out.